they negotiate. Yana was not there.
Okay.
He was supposed to come when everything is finished. So the family was there.
They negotiated on his behalf.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there was a lunch, people ate, and then everything was fine.
Look, and when I say celebration, I don't mean, but nowadays, this modern things, there's a party. It didn't have to be a party. Neither does it still need to be a party. But culturally, it has to be the uncles come, they negotiate, they talk, we eat. They say, is this the lady? Are you like, they say, yes, this is the lady that you are here to pay the price, the bride price for. And then it's like, yes, it's the right one. So I just want to make sure that's what happened.
Yes, that's what happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Previously to that, had they come before that for intlawulo, which in English is damages to pay for your daughter?
Yes, they did come. The very same people.
The very same people. And which year was that?
A year before. So I'm thinking they came 2017 and I came 2018.
Okay.
A year before.
Okay.
And they came to pay for the damages.
They came to pay for the damages. Okay. So it makes sense. So there was a damages period.
Yes.
A year later or a few months later, they came back to lobola you and make you a wife.
Yes.
Okay. After the lobola, were there any more ceremonies?
No.
Why not, in your opinion, if you look back?
I don't think he wanted to finish because I won't say there was no money. So, like, I wouldn't force him to do that. That was supposed to be his choice, so he didn't do it.
Sure.
So, the real reason, I never asked.
Yeah.
I never did.
But a lot of women in your situation with a child and living with someone tend to get agitated, or they get impatient and they would say, baby, Gandhi, when are we continuing? You'd never had those questions for him.
I did have them, the questions, so, and then what? And then you'll be saying, okay, I'll do it when I'm ready and whatnot. So it came to a point where, okay, let me just leave it. He'll do it at his own time when he's ready. Yes.
And you didn't probe further. What does feeling ready mean? Because you have the money and we always think money is the barrier.
Yes. So I was like, no, like I was like, okay, let me not force him. He'll be like, when you force me to do this,
okay,
do it at your own accord.
Yeah.
Without me saying you must do that.
Yes.
When you know the right thing to do, when I just do the right thing.
Correct. Interesting. So 2020 comes, let's fast track again. We're back at 2020 now. When he says, baby, I think I love DJing, or I love music so much that I want to pursue a career in music through the vessel of DJing. And what do you say when he says that?
I was not against that.
Okay.
I was not against it. He went and then he bought the equipment and then he started DJing in the house, looking for gigs. Yes.
And you were like, got DJ.
No, that never excited me. Okay, now I'm gonna be a DJ. What?
Yeah.
Like, no, it didn't do anything to me.
You were just like, I'm allowing my man to follow his dreams.
Yes, which I cannot stop.
Yes.
Like, we go and then we love different things. You can love this today and tomorrow change and love something else.
Absolutely. Because in life we evolve continuously.
Yes.
Yeah,
so you're allowed to do whatever that you want to do with your life.
When did the DJing start affecting your relationship?
I think during that time, because it was after the COVID, that's when he started DJing in different places. That he would work normal hours and later on go in DJing. So like would spend less and less time with him.
Okay. After hours he's DJing, during the day he's at work, which is a normal 8 to 4 job.
Yeah.
So obviously now there's no time for you guys to build your family. So it was only a time issue.
Yeah, it was only time. There was no time. Yes, not to one doesn't love the other, or everything was still fine, but there was no time. So you spend most of the time away from each other. And I'm always at the house.
Sure.
Yeah, now he's out here working. If he's not, he's DJing.
Yes.
And he's also doing the transport. If he's not that, he's taking people somewhere. He's got shuttles. So
he's got a business as well.
Yes, so
sure, there was definitely no time.
Yeah, there was definitely no time.
Yeah.
So I think maybe in that period we grew apart. I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's how he felt, the way he felt. So okay, maybe this is not my person anymore. But he didn't say that. He has never said that. Or why? I think you must call it quits.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not no longer into you. Nah, I'm rediscovering myself. I'm this person, and this is the kind of person that I would love to continue my life with.
I hear you. In this period, because I'll look at COVID in 2020, it's 2025 now, so I'll use a 5-year period.
Yes.
In this 5-year period, did you ever feel as if he's less affectionate towards you? Even if even if there's not enough time, but when he is around, was he showing enough affection and love and care?
He would, but not like before. I'm used to him before this thing, so but not like before. Yes, he was totally different. So I'm like, he's meeting new people. He's doing what? Maybe that was the reason. Okay, yes, he changed. He changed.
Did you feel insecure because he changed?
No, I was never insecure. I've never felt insecure. I've never, like, even if now I'm just hearing stories, but now I've never experienced any. Like, there was never a time I would fight for a woman. There was never a time like that. I'm just hearing stories after. So, which means if he was doing it, he had a very good way of hiding it.
What stories are you hearing?
That there's a lady that he goes to gigs with. So I'm just, okay, I didn't know. Yeah.
A lady outside of the lady we know from TV?
Apparently.
Sure.
So,
only one?
There's one at this point that I know of.
How do you know? Somebody WhatsApped you after you came out on social media? How did you find out?
I found out through social media, like people's comments, I know this guy and whatnot. So it's nothing confirmed. So it's just people's comments saying that, okay, now I know this guy is doing 1, 2, and 3.
There are ladies who sometimes say that in marriage, if the guy is hiding it well, that there is infidelity, then it means he's respecting your marriage. Do you feel like that way as well because you didn't see and didn't suspect anything? Do you feel like you were respected by him hiding it well?
I don't think so. I don't think I was respected. Like now I feel like if I knew then, I would ask proper questions. Now I've got no platform. I'm finding out. I'm like, oh, okay. Who the hell
was I with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm finding out every day, and then So I'm just glad, okay, I've decided to move on from that.
Sure. Okay, let's get to the show. Who writes to the show? And in a marriage, such big decisions, people consult about such decisions because people actively write to the show and audition so that they become contestants and cast members for Married at First Sight, Mzansi. For those who don't know, that's a television show where you marry a person after you meet them for the first time, but you go through psychometric evaluations and health checks to make sure what type of personality and characteristics you have and if you're healthy enough to be matched to a complete stranger, right? Let's go back. He writes to the show. Do you know that he's writing to the show?
I didn't know. I only found out about the show later, I think later December or early January.
Sure.
While I was using his laptop. Yes, that's when I saw the messages.
The emails.
The email from Married at First Sight, you're going to the next stage.
Yes.
And whatnot. And then we talk about it. He's like, I'm doing it for my career. And then, yeah. He said that. I was not happy about that, but the person has went through the stages without even consulting with me. So what he did was to assure me, okay, now I'm going to come back home. You know me. Like, as I said, I trusted this guy. So I was like, he
made you understand.
Yes, he made me understand. I'm doing this for us.
I understand that now.
Yes, so I'm doing this for us. I was like, oh, okay, baby, you go and work.
Yeah. Looking back, what were you understanding? Because he's going to marry somebody else here.
He said, like, nothing is formal. Like, after the show, he would choose not to recommit, and then that's how it ends there. So it's just a 6 weeks like deployment.
Oh,
because
okay.
it's work.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. He's
yes.
been deployed to another site.
Yes, for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm coming back home.
But do you realize that this deployment meant emotional connection? This deployment meant physical touch, living in the same house. All of that didn't come to you when he was explaining?
It did come, and then he was like, no, rest assured. You know me, I'm not this type
I'm not
of a
the
guy.
cheating type.
Yes, so even if I can go there, nothing will happen. That's why I was asking him, are you doing that? And then for the first week, and then the second week, that's when we started fighting. And they were, okay, I cannot answer your calls. I'm busy shooting. You know, it's not a normal work. So you must check up with me, make sure I'm okay. So that's when the fight started. And then we were like, hey, Nje. Because me writing to the show, I wrote to the show a week into the shooting, not now after seeing the episodes.
Sure.
A week into shooting.
Because you saw content off.
So now this guy is changing on me.
Yes.
So this is not what we agreed on. Yes. So he was like there at the show. He was offered counseling. And then now he cannot continue this relationship anymore. So I was like, when did you realize that? Were they counseling you about our relationship or the relationship you're going to have there?
So, yeah, you can continue at the point where you're writing to you're speaking about the show, yeah?
Yes, and then I wrote to the show a week into the shooting.
Sure.
Seeing this guy has changed.
Like, who is this now?
Yeah. Like, now he's coming with, okay, it's better.
If you check up on me.
Yeah, like, it's fine. Now I've moved on. Like, I received counseling there. I'm seeing that our relationship is not working. I'm like, were they counseling you about us or whatever it is that you're doing there? I like through the counseling sessions, I saw when you're not the person for me.
Sure.
So it came as a shock to me. And then I called.
So he broke up with you after that first week?
Yes.
So was it an official breakup, or he was just saying, how did you feel? Did you take it as an official breakup?
He was saying, I think he was breaking up with me.
Okay.
Yes, because we were saying, okay, I cannot do this and what. And then I was like, it's fine if you're doing that. And then I called his family.
Okay.
Because I was in contact with them, like everyone.
You're a wife. You have to be in contact with
them.
them.
I would call, and then they were like, no, Themba cannot be doing this and whatnot. And then they're the one who advised me to write on the show.
Really?
Yes.
How do you contact the show?
I've got access to the laptop. I'm using it. So
yes.
I've got their
contacts. So the emails there,
yes,
the numbers.
Their contacts. So I got the contacts on the email. So I was like, guys, this person has a family. And then they were like, they didn't respond.
Sure.
Yes.
For how long did they not respond?
Until I asked about them more, and then why are you guys not doing anything about this? And then they were like, okay. They called me in, and then they were like, okay, we can give you I wanted closure. We can give you what's this? We can give you a platform, and then there'll be mediation where you guys can talk. So I thought it was gonna be me and Themba, and then that mediation, and then we talk. If things are not working,
Sure,
fine. But this is not how you go about things.
So you come onto the show for that episode. That's the mediation episode.
Yes.
Did you know that his family had already accepted a new wife on the show?
I didn't know. In our agreement of him going there was no family involved.
Sure.
So like he went above and beyond whatever that we agreed on.
Okay.
Yes, so that was not the agreement anymore. I was just surprised to see on TV how
his mom.
Yes.
Is that his biological mother?
Yes, that's
his biological mother was asked in not so many words by his wife on the TV show if he is in another relationship, and she said no.
I wouldn't blame her that much. I know the impact the guy has on the mother.
Okay.
And everybody in the family.
Okay. He's a breadwinner?
No, not really. He does give the money, but he's not the breadwinner. Okay. There are others who are working fine. He has proper jobs. But he has an impact on his mother.
What sort of impact? Perhaps try and put us in.
His mother loves him
Okay. Favorite
much.
child?
Yes, he's the favorite child. So she would do anything.
Yeah.
She would do anything he asked her to do.
Iqanda likama.
Liqanda likama.
Yeah. I know those sons.
Yes. So that's the case.
Sure.
Yes, that's the case.
Okay. So whatever my son says, I will take. If my son says I've left Sponono, I've taken Nelisa.
You do that. So Yana, at this point, she's not to blame. Mm-hmm. Yes, Yana, she was just following what she was told.
But was she not privy to you complaining? Did you not contact her when all of this was happening?
She knew everything. She knew I was not happy about this. She knew how I felt about this. Everyone in the family knew about this. I was in contact like almost every day with them during the time of the show. Some of the things I heard about them through them. Okay, this is what's happening and whatnot. So like we were in contact. We were not fighting. We were not fighting
with the family.
I was not fighting with them.
Sure.
We were in good relationship before this.
Why did you not try contact the lady?
I wouldn't do that.
You were like, it's none of her business, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even now, it's none of her business.
Correct.
Now I was dealing with a person.
Correct.
That came into the show.
Yeah.
Yes. Like the person that I have a relationship with.
Yes.
Not her. Anna, she's got nothing.
She's innocent, in fact.
She is very innocent.
Yeah.
She's got nothing to this. Liana, she was lied to as much as I was. So Liana, she's very innocent.
Do you believe you are both victims, her and you?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Victim of a man who lied?
Yeah, and the man that we loved dearly. So, we are.
Do you believe you guys loved a version of a man that doesn't exist? He's actually not what he was presenting.
The person that I'm seeing now is completely different to the person that I've been with in so many years.
Sure.
He's not, I don't know him anymore.
What changed in your opinion?
Now he's trying to live his lie like as if it's reality.
Sure.
He's living in his lies like it's reality. So I don't think he can differentiate that now it's real life. He's on there to, okay, if I can say I was acting, I'm going to lose the very same thing that I came here for.
Sure.
So I'm going to live
in the lie.
Yes. I might say it's a lie. Maybe to him it's his reality now.
Yeah.
Yes. But the first, that's how it was. At first, that's how it was.
Would you judge him if, for real, he went into the show with good intentions of trying to build his DJ career? He got into the show and then realized that your relationship is not working and fell in love with somebody else. Would you think that's fair for him to take that decision?
For him, I think I cannot really judge him who he chooses to fall in love with. But I think there are proper ways of ending relationships. Okay.
I hear you.
This is not
Especially
working.
a relationship of more than 10 years.
Yes, this is not working anymore. I wouldn't force someone to be with me. I wouldn't do that.
Sure.
I wouldn't. Relationship and people divorce all the time. So there's no exception when it comes to me.
Sure.
And I'm not even forcing him to be here. You did this. So I'm not even forcing him. You stay with me. Or like there's no such. Relationships end all the time. So mine there's no exception.
Did you get the closure in that episode where there was a mediation and reconciliation that was being attempted?
I got to see the kind of person he is.
Okay.
So okay, I'm dealing with this person.
Okay.
I must move on from this situation, or it's not gonna end well for me.
There's a moment where the experts were speaking to him and he stood up and said, I'm not going to deal with this. I can't take this anymore. Is that the exact moment when you realized, I actually don't know who Themba is?
Yes, and the things that he said that were edited, that's when I knew, this person is not for me.
Are you comfortable with sharing what he said?
No, not really. I would like to keep them.
Okay. Was it,
Uh-huh.
would we say it was very insulting to you?
Very insulting.
Okay. Undermined you?
Yes, he
Okay.
did. Yes, he did.
Made you feel like you were not worthy?
Yes, he did. He did things. He did say things that are very, very bad.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, that's why I won't like to share them.
Okay,
He knows
that's
what
fine.
he said.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's fine. Okay, we move on from that. It's the next day after that ceremony. Are you still in contact with him? Are you still talking? How does life continue for you after that?
Before I went to the show, he came and swapped clothes, which was the very same Saturday I was going to the show. He didn't know I was going there. And then he didn't come home after that mediation. He left for some time, and then he only came to fetch his clothes, and then now I was left in the house with the kids. And then he went and stayed somewhere else.
To be clear, you guys had been living together since 2012.
From 2014, we've been
From
living.
2014
been living.
till that day of when you went to the show.
Yes, till 15th of February on Saturday when he left to go to Married at First Sight.
So you weren't visiting.
I was not visiting, I was staying there.
You were living with him for 11 years.
Yes, I was living
As a wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our kids, because we have a son again after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. How old is your son?
He was born in 2022. He's
Okay.
3 years.
Three now.
Yes, he's 3.
So the story of you visiting and having a card and access to the house is lies.
It's a lie.
Complete lie.
It's a lie.
And you got to watch that on TV too and you were like, yeah, man, I was a visitor.
Yeah, I'm like, people know I stay here. I only left because it was very uncomfortable for me to stay there anymore because this person wants to live in his lie.
Sure.
So he has to bring the lady so the lady can see her. This
Sure.
person was not here to begin with.
Sure.
He was the one who was lying.
Sure.
So like he went to extent of doing bad things. Or if you're not gonna stay here, if I'm not gonna stay here, you're not gonna stay here. If I'm not staying here, no one will.
Locked you out of the house?
No, it didn't lock. He tried to do something and then he even went and fetched the police. Police were like, no, we cannot kick you out of the house. So, like, he did things. That day, the door was broken. We left with unlocked, like, we slept with unlocked door because he was like, if I'm not staying. And the police, they did nothing about that. They were there. He left because the reason the door broke was because I said, if he comes alone, I won't open for him because I don't feel safe. And then they were like, yeah.